especially. Don't take pictures of me. Just
No, it's gonna.
Please put your hands together for Mr. Gareth Stack!
Hello! Oh my goodness, you're all here. Thank you so much for coming. Are you all having a very good time? Yes, and before I begin my act, I do have one announcement to make. If anyone's hungry, there are free chips over on Kevin's shoulder over there. You know, all you like. Salted with bitterness. Absolutely divine, yum yum. Yes, I am Gareth Stack, and I like to think of myself as the Irish Russell Brand. It's a bit of a reach, obviously. Maybe I could be the short, fat Irish Russell Brand. Don't feel bad, It could be worse, I could be the tall, thin Irish Joe Brand. Joe Brand and Russell Brand, what an unusual couple. Who would have thought that a man so handsome would end up with his mum? So have you guys heard about this whole blasphemy debacle? Of course you have, right? Every fucking comedian in Dublin has a routine about it. That's because it's really incredibly scary. You offend a religion, it doesn't matter how small, right? €25,000 fine. And you might think this wouldn't apply to you. Like, who's going to go around defending religions? But it could be really simple. You could be in the pub, you're chatting to your mates in your local over a few bitters or whatever people drink. Jeez, I don't fucking know. And you happen to bring up your theory that Jesus and Muhammad invented felching at a Dinosaurs and Davies fuckfest in the summer of love. Please, so your kids don't go to college, like, that's fucking serious shit. Or suppose you're writing your regular weekly letter into the Irish Times to complain about their lack of Jacob's biscuit reviews, which are all too absent, I feel. And you happen to drop in a paragraph about your theory that many-armed Hindu goddess Kali love nothing more than to ski pole, Govinda and Krishna, while Pegasus, stallion of the gods, stood above her, teabagging her lusty mouth. Next thing you know, you're in debt for the rest of your life. That's some serious fucking shit, right? And forget the theoretical, right? True story, I'm walking up Grafton Street last week. This dude's chatting away on his hands-free. He's like, as they do. And he starts telling his friends about this new archaeological find. Have you heard about this? New evidence that the Mayan deity Teotihuacan actually invented pegging. Yeah, they have a fresco in a cave, right? No, goes on and on. Yeah, Teotihuacan's there, pegging Buddha, right? While Zeus and Zoroaster tag team her lusty head and arse. This dude's in prison now, right? They get hauled off in front of me. It's fucking terrifying. But it's okay, I've been thinking about it. And I have a solution, right? Now, it might offend some people, but here it is, okay? All we need to do is we need to find someone with a striking resemblance to Jesus. Now, not real Jesus, not Aramaic Jesus, but the Aryan Jesus we all grew up loving, you know? You know the one with the long, flowing blonde hair and the alabaster skin and the rouged cheeks and the ruby lips. Your basic marshmallow ladyboy Jesus, right? And we need to get this guy and we need to flog him up Grafton Street really loudly with the belts from our dressing gowns. And as we do this, from our ghetto blasters will ring the dulcet chorus of Rob D's Club to Death. We're going to turn on to Kildare Street, we're going to go to the Dáil, we're going to have ourselves a mock crucifixion, right? Think about it, this is basically just the Sesame Street version of Mel Gibson's Passion of the Christ. And yeah, it might sound extreme, it is extreme obviously, but we gotta face it, right? Things have gotten to a really scary level. Lobster-faced, knife-wielding chimp people are worshipping tree stumps in Limerick. You don't write to the minister about that, that's messed up, right? So yeah, so I recently got out of a relationship. Something about being a bit too intense or something like that. And yeah, no, it's really sad, it's sad, but it was actually quite lovely as well. The last day we spent together, it was nice walking around town, lots of hugging and, you know, mutual admiration, all this kind of stuff. It was actually a lot like a lovely first date. And, you know, without any of the anxiety or the expectation of sex. So in that way, it was exactly like a lovely first date with an ugly Christian. Obviously a few ugly Christians here, sorry guys. But what I realised is you go through certain stages when you break up with someone, you know, inevitable, inexorable, unavoidable stages. And they're exactly like the stages of moving house. Yeah, so bear with me, right? Stage one, you stick your sign in the lawn. You're really glad to get in that dirty fucking shithole, right? But you're also glad about the chance you get to know the neighbours, you know? And you know that in years to come, you'll always be able to drive by, preferably with a few folks in the back and go, I live there. Of course, it was newer and it didn't have that unsightly extension. Stage two, right? Surprise, surprise, your old house hasn't sold. Yeah, well, let's face it, it's not as nice as it once was, at least not since you let the lads have that hot dog barbecue in the back garden. But what's worse is, you haven't been able to find anywhere. It seems like everywhere you go is either out of your price range or it's already been sold. So you start looking at less illustrious neighbourhoods, places that maybe past their best, but with a bit of love, they could be wonderful. But that doesn't work either. Stage 3, you still can't find anywhere. But you know that if you have to pay for one more fucking night in a hotel, you're going to physically vomit. So, you know, just out of sheer desperation, you start getting in touch with all your old landlords just to see if any of the places you used to live are back on the market. And it's not so bad, because you remember how much you liked to live by the river. It was really beautiful, and every summer there were water sports. Still doesn't work. Everywhere's been rented, right? So that brings you onto stage 4, daft.com. And for most people, for most healthy, normal, rational people who aren't incredibly desperate for accommodation, that's the end. That's the last stage. But there is one more stage for the truly homeless. Something I like to call stage 5, and that's phoning up friends and relatives to see if they've got a room free. Maybe they want to do a house swap. I don't know. Thanks very much. I'm Gareth.